Hey everybody, it's Brian Harris here. Got a little bit of a cold, so I'm kind of working through it. But I wanted to do my quick video talking about what's going on with the market, what's going on with mortgage rates, and what's going on with mortgage applications. So hang tight and let's talk about that. I'm going to walk you through it. All right, so let's talk about what's going on out here in the world. So right now, mortgage rates have jumped. They've gone up again because partially in part because the Fed is raising rates still to curb inflation, and there's just a bunch of things going on that's seeing. So rates are back up. So that has caused mortgage applications to fall. I think I saw yesterday that they're at like a 28-year low. So there's some things changing. I'm curious to see what's going to happen next week as we go into contracts pending, because what I'm seeing is contracts are actually going up. So it may change, but that's just what they're seeing. So, I mean, that's a national level. I'm looking, micro here at Hillsborough County. So things are changing. But so what do we see going on? So let's take a look first here. Hillsborough County, we have currently 3,535 homes for sale as of Monday, February 27th, which that number keeps falling. Every week we get lower and lower and lower. Let's see, last week we're at 3,693. It hasn't been this low since at least the middle of last summer. So I keep preaching this every week, but inventory is down. So in a way, that's good if these contracts start to level off, because it'll sort of help keep some balance going on. But contracts did go up last week, 579. So that was 540 the week prior, 527. So they keep going up and up, which is normal for this time of year. So if rates continue to rise, it'll be kind of interesting to see how things play out from a macro standpoint, stand back. But from a personal standpoint, I'd personally prefer to see lower rates and more interest and just a nice balanced market. But it is what it is. So contracts in this last week are up. Not enough new listings, 386. So that's a big difference. We're talking almost 200 homes versus new listings versus contracts. So if that rate continues to rise, I bet this will even get a little bit lower. But of course, this will probably get lower too, because there's a breaking point until prices fall again. So maybe we had a fake, false reprieve, and things really are not as good as they appear to be, but time will tell. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. So let's bounce across. Riverview, again, total homes for sale 440, not enough new listings, 49 versus 55 contracts. So that's down. What were we at? 440. So it was at 444 the week prior, 457. So it's relatively flat, but it is falling. Brandon, 133, 29 pending, 15 new listings. So that's going to just keep falling until we get new listings. What's going to cause people to get new listings? Well, people are going to have to either move. They'll either lose the property because of bank-owned stuff, which is not right now on the horizon. I mean, it could be out there, but it's not immediate. And so we need lower rates and or better inventory or more inventory, or a combination of the three, lower prices as people try to cash out. So a lot has to happen. So this will probably stay lower for a while until things start to shake up. Wesley Chapel, 372, 54 new listings, 67 contracts pending. Again, the difference there, you can see obviously that's going to continue to fall. 372 seems quite low. Let me see. It's kind of in line. It was higher about a month ago. And then they really dropped off, and then it's been kind of steady for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So Valrico, looking at the same thing again across the board, 11 and 20. New homes, 11. Contracts pending, 20. Total homes for sale, 122. So that number gets smaller and smaller. Too many. Got a little trigger happy there. Seffner stayed flat, but this area doesn't have a huge number of inventory on a typical basis. Stayed flat here because basically it stayed flat. Contracts pending is new listings. So notice I'm not really talking about price adjustments because they are falling-ish to flat. There aren't a bunch of new ones coming up. So I think a lot of the agents are kind of we're saying we are where we are, and we'll see what plays out. So because there was so much demand earlier, if it stays that way, they're not going to adjust. But if things start to go stagnant and there's not a lot of buyer opportunity, then we'll start to see some more price adjustments. Lithia, again, same deal. 90 total listings is down. 7 new listings is down. Contracts pending is up. So right now there is more demand than there is supply. So that's good. But it remains to be seen if what we're seeing in the news now is, is true, that mortgage applications are actually falling here, then we'll start to see some adjustments. So a lot going on. I wish I had all the answers. I don't. Been doing this for 10 years and it's new to me. This market is new, so it's good. It's kind of cool because I love learning things, but I don't have a crystal ball. Typically we see when you buy a house, it's going to appreciate. May not appreciate immediately, but it's going to appreciate over time. And I would expect the same to happen, particularly down here in Florida, because there is so much demand and there's just not enough inventory as we've been watching. So as people continue to move down here, and there's going to be that demand, especially as rent still continues to rise, people are going to want to buy. There's got to be some sort of balance. So a lot going on. If you have any questions, you want to chat, give me a call, 813-753-9424. And hopefully I can help make sense of where you're at, what you need to do. I'm happy to help kind of figure out where your house is priced or would be priced or would make a good price point, just to give you an idea. And if you're thinking about selling, we can kind of look and see where you might want to go. So happy to chat anytime. Thanks. Bye-bye.